All right, here we go. It's game 4. Quarterfinals. Actually, will be the rest of the way through. As after this whole crash situation, not gonna lie, I'm a little frustrated for those who haven't seen in the chat. The game crashed. And again, whatever. I don't care about this. About the thumbnail. The thumbnail isn't whatever. Okay. Anyway. The game crashed, took the tournament with it. And like, you know, you would think it would be an easy fix since there are 8 teams left. You just put the 8 teams back in. Except we are using the 1929 settings. And the team from 1929, the Philadelphia Athletics, well, they were knocked out of it. So in order to get them back in, because you can only have the settings of teams that are in the tournament, yeah, I had to figure out a way to get the 29 Athletics back in. So I did that. They lost to the 2011 Phillies. I ran short series just to get the series back to where they were, which we have now. And so we are down to 8 teams. Like, nothing changed there. Nothing will change with the randoms tomorrow night. I just might have to fashion a different random list. Like, I might just have to pull random players off rosters and do it that way. But regardless, it will happen. It may even be that I'm gonna evaluate that and see what to do about the randoms. But we are here. We are live. It is the quarterfinals. It's game 4. Everything else is back to normal. And so let's go over the matchups. We have in our first series, we have the 1927 Yankees against the 1968 Detroit Tigers. We have Wilson Moore is going to start that game. That's an interesting one. I kind of want to see that because this might be a yeah, that's interesting that Wilson Moore, because Wilson Moore was in the bullpen before and now he's in the rotation, but he won 19 games, so I mean it makes sense. As I'm just gonna do the AI check on everybody here just to go through. We also have the Atlanta Braves of 1995 facing the 2007 Colorado Rockies. On the other side, we have the 1976 Cincinnati Reds facing the 2011 Philadelphia Phillies. We have the 75 Reds facing the 1998 Detroit Tigers, or 1998 New York Yankees. And then we have, again, the 27 Yankees and the 68 Tigers. So we're going to get started. There's only 4 series now, and so I'm going to play out the first 3 days, just finishing today, and go over the matchups. And then as we start looking at potential elimination games, that's when we will go and play games. So we're going to finish today, and we'll go to finish this day. We start with the 27 Yankees smashing the 68 Tigers by the score of 15-3. Home runs for Babe Ruth, 2 for Tony Lazzari. Lazzari, where is he? 3 for 4, 5 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 2 walks. Ruth, 3 for 4, 5 RBIs as they pounded out 16 hits. And Wilson Moore pitched really well in this one. Scattered 9 hits, struck out 5, walked just 1. John Hiller, not a good outing. 9 hits, 9 runs in 3 innings. Al Kaline went 3 for 4 for the Tigers. We go to Atlanta, where Colorado kept rolling. They defeated the Braves 5-4. And the guy who's been crushing it just picks up where he leaves off. Yeah, Brad Hopp went 1 for 4, but he had a 3-run triple off John Smoltz in the 4th inning. That was the difference. They did get the game-winning run in the 7th inning. Take a quick look at that here, how that came across. That came on, let's see, 2 errors to start the 7th. Ryan Spilborg and Yorvit Torrealba. And then sacrifice bunt by Willie Taveras. And a sac fly by Garrett Atkins. And that was the difference. So just to look at it here again, Hop went 1 for 3. Only 6 hits for the Rockies, but it was enough to get the job done. Javi Lopez, 2 for 4. Chipper Jones, 3 for 4 with RBI and a run scored. Smoltz had a good game in this one, just wasn't quite good enough. Jeff Francis scatters 11 hits and a pair of walks to get the win there. Looking at this series, the Big Red Machines, I thought were just on a collision course to face each other, while the 2011 Phillies have looked really good throughout. And they beat the 76 Reds 8-3 behind a solid performance from Cliff Lee. Scatter 11 hits, just 1 walk, 3 runs in his 135 pitches. Jimmy Rollins, who had been smashing it all along, these playoffs, he went 3 for 5 with a run scored. 7 different Phillies scored runs, including 2 by Hunter Pence, and everybody had a hit. For the Reds, George Foster, 3 for 4, pair of runs. Cesar Geronimo went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And the last one here, the Yankees of 98 defeated the Cincinnati Reds of 75, 7-4. So the Big Red Machines take a big red step back. The Yankees scored a 4 in the top of the 9th to overcome a 1-run deficit. Looking to see where that happened. Jorge Posada hit a double off Randy Eastwick with the bases loaded and 1 out. And that seems to have been the difference there. We'll look at just when that happened. But Posada went 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs. And he didn't score a run, so I'm guessing that was like the last action. Chad Curtis, 2 for 4, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs of his own. They drove in. Well, there's Joe Girardi, who had a pinch hit RBI of some consequence. Chad Curtis went deep. Johnny Bench homered. Went 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI for the Yankees. Let's just see, when did Posada hit that? He hit it. Yep, he hit it here with 1 out. And it scored 3 runs. Scored Girardi, Tim Raines, and Chad Curtis. All right, let's go day 2 and see how we get here. Well, 27 Yankees win again. They won 9-8, and they won it in walk-off fashion. So we will find out how first. They also scored, did I see 4 in the 7th? to get back into it. They were down 8-3 at stretch time. Lou Gehrig led off the 7th with a home run. Babe Ruth singled. Musial doubled. Koenig singled. Ruth scored. Pat Collins singled. Musial scored. And then Ray Morhart grounded out and Koenig scored. So they got to within 9-7. And we go bottom 9. Roy Face on the mound. Remember Roy Face? A version of him got lit up by the Cardinals. I think it was the Cardinals. I'm trying to remember. It couldn't have been the Cardinals. A version of Roy Face got destroyed and gave up just all the runs. I just don't remember in which series it was. I have to look at the video. It might have been a game 6 for the Cardinals, but I just don't recall off the top of my head. So Koenig led off with a single. Pat Collins sacrificed him over. Remember, it's 8-7, so they're playing small ball to get the run home. Joe Dugan singled to center field. Koenig scored, and there was a throwing error. Dugan got to second. Roy Morhart then singled. Dugan scored ahead of Enos Slaughter's, or not Enos Slaughter, Al Kaline, I'm guessing, ahead of his throw, and the Yankees won 9-8. In this one, Lou Gehrig went deep in the 7th off Joe Sparma. He went 1 for 3. Babe Ruth, 2 for 4. Bob Musial, 3 for 5. Mark Koenig, 4 for 5 with 3 runs scored. For the Tigers, Norm Cash, who has been straight cash this tournament, 3 for 6. Willie Horton, 2 for 6 with an RBI. Bill Freehan, 3 for 4 with a run scored. On the mound, nobody was that sharp for either team, but Urban Shocker, actually, like the bullpen was good for the Yankees. They got 5 1/3 scoreless, scattering 5 hits, but 2 1/3 hitless by Shocker. Meanwhile, in Atlanta, the Braves get one back, 7-6, and they win it in walk-off fashion. So we can just go right to that and take a look. First off, it was 5-4 Colorado going into the 9th, where Todd Helton's sacrifice fly after Willie Taveras stole second and got the third on a throwing error by Javi Lopez. That made it 6-4. Josh Fogg on the mound for Colorado. Marquise Grissom flies out to start the 9th inning. Then Mike Devereaux, holy cow, that's a name. He doubled. I just remember Devereaux with the Dodgers. Devereaux doubled. Javi Lopez singled. Devereaux to third. And there's Ryan Klesko taking a 1-2 pitch deep for the walk-off. The Atlanta fans had to go nuts, I'm sure. This isn't the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. So Lopez also homered. Did his business in the 3rd. Klesko hit his 2nd. Klesko went 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. Lopez 3 for 5, pair runs scored, 2 RBIs there. They did the heavy damage. For Colorado, Troy Tulowitzki 2 for 4 with a run scored. Garrett Atkins homered off Steve Avery, 2-run shot in the 6th inning. Pitching-wise, Fogg looked good. I mean, well, he gave up 14 hits, but Avery scattered 13. But until the 9th inning, like, Fogg was doing the thing. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, the 2011 Phillies have taken the first 2 from the 76 Cincinnati Reds. They win this one 12-4. A 5-run 6th is all it took for the Phillies they were down 4-2, and then there was that, and then they just added more. They did it with no home runs, but they continued to just smash the ball all around. Jimmy Rollins went 3 for 4 with a pair of walks in this one. Hunter Pence 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. John Mayberry Jr., 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, pair of RBIs. Ben Francisco, there's a name I haven't heard in a while, 4 for 5 with 3 RBIs to pace the Phillies' attack. They are destroying Cincinnati pitching. Pete Rose, 2 for 5 with an RBI for the Reds. Don Dreesen, 2 for 4. Johnny Bench, 2 for 4, pair of runs scored. Cole Hamels worked around 12 hits, only gave up 4 runs. Don Gullett didn't look so great. Pedro Bourbon did. He looked really good. But Santo Alcala? Alsala? I think it's Alsala. I'm not sure. He wasn't able to protect it there late, though. It was kind of already over at that point. So, last but not least, the 75 Big Red Machine, they got even in a hurry, destroying the 98 Yanks 13-2. It was 4-0 after 1. It was 7-1 after 3. And it was 11-2 after 6. I mean, this was over pretty quick. Pete Rose, 3 for 5. Ken Griffey, 3 for 5, 2 RBIs. Joe Morgan went deep. Griffey homered leading off the first inning. Was a bit of a precursor of things to come. Dave Concepcion went 4 for 4, 2 runs scored. Everybody in the Reds lineup had a hit. Just about everybody had multiple hits. Johnny Bench and Daryl Cheney, the only ones who did not have more than one hit. Scott Brocious went 3 for 5 for the Yankees. Derek Jeter, 2 for 5. Tino Martinez, 3 for 4. They left 19 on base, but the Reds left 26 on base. This is Tom Carroll getting the win despite walking 5 and giving up 10 hits. El Duque, looking like Dookie, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs at 2 2/3. Who is this? Darren Holmes. Okay, I should have known that. Everybody kind of got hit around for the Yankees, in their staff today. So let's go game 3. We have 2 series knotted at 1 apiece. 2 are 2-game edges right now. And let's see if we can go any 3-0s here. Yeah, we do have some 3-0s. We have 2 3-0s. We have the 27 Yankees pushing the 68 Tigers to the brink. 8-6, the win here for the Yankees, the final score. They got 2 in the 8th that ended up being a difference. It came on a Mike Gazella triple scoring Pat Collins and a Tony Lazzari single to score Gazella. Gazella went 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored in this one. Earl Combs, 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. Lou Gehrig, he hit another home run, his second of the series. Combs, or is it Coombs? I'm not sure. He had a 2-run shot as well. For Detroit, Bill Freehan, 3 for 3 with a run scored. Al Kaline continues the hot series. He went 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Waite Hoyt and Urban Shocker really kind of, Shocker's been really great this whole series. Waite Hoyt was okay, but Shocker has been a shutdown guy. Danny McClain gave up 10 hits in 6 innings and 6 runs. Here with the Braves take a 2-1 lead over Colorado with a 5-4 win. We have another walk-off. No, we don't have a walk-off here. But we do have a 4-run 8th for the Braves. This was one on the road. We go top 8. Aaron Cook on the mound. Chipper Jones, singles to start the inning, and David Justice homers right after that. Mark Lemke, the ever-feared Mark Lemke, walked on 4 pitches. Jeff Blauser singled. Polonia reached on an error, scoring Lemke, moving Blauser to third. He stole. Mike Devereaux still in the game here. I'm wondering why. Why is Marquise Grissom not playing? Why is it Devereaux? Polonia got caught stealing. Devereaux lined out. Javi Lopez singled, scoring Blauser. And that was that was pretty much it. The Rockies did score a run in the bottom of the inning, on bottom of the ninth, but was not enough. I need to go and look at this team. I need to see what's going on with Atlanta. So give me a second here, because where's Grissom in all this? He's right there. Why is he not in? I'm really curious, because he's the leadoff guy. Yet Devereaux is the depth starter, playing for Luis Polonia. Polonia's DH. No, Klesko's DHing. So Devereaux's now the left fielder. Polonia is out. And I guess took over for Grissom. I'm not exactly sure what's going on in that series, but looking at it, I mean, Grissom is 2 for 13. That might have something to do with it. Polonia does only have 2 at bats, so I'm guessing it just happened in game 3. All right, that's fine. The Phillies are up 3-0 on the 76 Reds. This is a shock, to be honest with you. They're just destroying them. 10-4 the victory here. And, you know, the 11 Phillies have been doing this the entire tournament. Like, this is, it's just a shock. It's happening because, like, the 76 Reds were looking really good. But the Phillies just stonewalled them. 10-4 here in Philly. Placido Polanco, don't call him Placebo, hit a 2-run jack. And again, everybody in the lineup, well, in this case, except Bren Francisco, got hits. This case, Shane Victorino, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored. Ryan Howard, 2 for 4 with a pair of RBIs. Carlos Ruiz had a pair of runs scored. Polanco, 3 for 4. For the Reds, they really, I mean, Geronimo went 3 for 4. Concepcion went 2 for 4. Dreesen went 2 for 4. But it didn't translate to runs. Like, everything looks like it was just like little bit by bit. Roy Halladay scatters 14, doesn't walk anybody. That seems to be the magic formula for the Phillies, is don't walk guys. And they've got a bunch of guys who are not going to walk pitchers. Pat Zachary, meanwhile, gave up 8 over 10 hits in 4 1/3. So the Phillies up 3-0, and the Big Red Machine goes up 2-1. They shut the Yankees out here. 4-0 final. Gary Nolan scattered 8 hits, didn't walk anybody, he struck out just 1. But when you have an incredible defense behind you, you can do that. Joe Morgan, 3 for 4, runs scored. Johnny Bench, 2 for 4. Nothing really amazing going on here. Ken Griffey Jr. went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. David Wells pitched okay, but not enough to get the win. The bottom half of the lineup went a combined 0 for 14. That's going to hurt. So we have some elimination games to play today. We are going to go to Philly for this one. We're going to play Game 4 in Philadelphia. It's Gary Nolan against Roy Oswalt. Should be a fun one. So we're going to play this one. And we're going to see what happens, as we need to go ahead and just adjust this to the computer AI. As in order to get the 80 or the 68 Tigers in to the playoffs, I had to make some adjustments to the 42 Cardinals. Just to kind of have it all aligned, so I didn't spend all night trying to get the tournament just right, you know. Let me adjust the volume. Ambient volume. I'm not really sure what that is. Yeah, we're going to now enable the out-of-town scoreboard. Just want to make sure we have everything here. I believe we do. Okay. Let me, I don't want to do a custom lineup. I don't want to do that. I just want to make sure that I had, yeah, that's their lineup. So, okay. I just want to make sure that I had everything in place before I went ahead and started this because, yeah, I'm just adjusting to the AI and stuff. Lineups to start the game. Ken Griffey's in right field. Pete Rose at third base. Joe Morgan at second base, hitting third. George Foster hitting cleanup in left field. Tony Perez at first base batting fifth. Cesar Geronimo in center field batting sixth. Batting seventh, Dave Concepcion. At shortstop, DH is Dan Dreesen. And Johnny Bench catching and batting ninth, which is an odd place for him, but there he is. For the, Gary Nolan's on the mound. For the Phillies, Jimmy Rollins at shortstop, Chase Utley at second base, Shane Victorino hitting third in center field. Hunter Pence in right field, batting fourth. Ryan Howard batting fifth at first base. Carlos Ruiz doing the catching, batting sixth. John Mayberry DHing, hitting seventh. Placido Polanco at third base, batting eighth. And Ben Francisco batting ninth in left field. One guy I don't see that I'm really curious about. Well, there's Raul Ibanez. I didn't think Jason Worth left. Maybe he was on the DL or something. He's not on the roster, though. This is the end of season rosters. I didn't think he had left already. Maybe he did. And yeah, I think that's why they got Pence. That had to be why. I'm getting old. Okay, let's go to the game. The way I do this, I'll get runners in scoring position as try and do it that way. We do have the out-of-town scoreboard going here. So runners in scoring position, we do have one to start. We got one out. First inning, Ken Griffey on second. Joe Morgan at the plate. Morgan 5 for 19 in the tournament reboot. It's going to be a full count. Oswalt sends it, and Morgan sends it out to left field. It's playable for Francisco. He gets it, throws it back in quickly. It's going to be 2 down now for George Foster. Foster 7 for 18 with 2 RBIs so far. It's going to be 0-1 to him. Foster swings. He hits it out to left field. That's going to be a base hit. They're sending Griffey the throw, not in time. As Griffey scores, Foster gets the Reds on the board with an RBI single. It's 1-0. That's going to bring up Tony Perez. Perez hitting .294 with a homer, 4 RBIs. The pitch to him. Perez hits it out into the corner. That's down to the wall. Perez is going to have a double on that one. Foster moves up to third. And that's going to put 2 in scoring position with 2 outs for Geronimo. And it's 0-1 to him. Oswalt deals. Geronimo sends it out to center. But there's Victorino. He puts it away. And the Phillies get out of what could have been a big problem here in the first. We've played a half. Reds 1. Phillies coming to bat. All right, here we go. Runners in scoring position. Phillies are starting already. 2 on, nobody out. Nolan pitching to Victorino. It's a 2-2 to him. Nolan offers. Victorino pops it up to center field. It's easily playable. Geronimo has it. He catches it. 1 down. Runners do not advance. And Hunter Pence is the batter now. It's 1-0 to him. Nolan pitches. Going to third and stealing it is Rollins. So Rollins steals second or third. Utley does not go with him, which is a bit of a surprise as the double play still in effect here. And it's 1-2 to Pence. Nolan pitches. Pence hits it over the right side. They have a chance for 2, but Utley slide. Utley's really good at sliding, as we know. He breaks up the double play. Pence gets the first, and Rollins scores, and we're tied. I do have to point out that, like, you know, even though there's 3D here, it's not perfect. And the play-by-play is really the thing to go by. So if it looks like there should be a double play and there's no throw, that is just the game still growing. They didn't get 3D until like 2 versions ago. So you just have to bear with that. 2 outs, Hunter Pence on first. Ryan Howard at the plate. Howard 4 for 13 so far in these playoffs. It's 2-2 to him. Howard hits it, lazy fly to right field. Play is made by Griffey. Oh, he drops it. He dropped it. How did he drop it? Must have hit the guardrail, the fence, and dropped it, and Howard's going to get another shot. Can he make something of it? That's the question. Next pitch. Howard hits it out to left field. That is going to get down. That's a base hit. Pence in at second. So far, that error, a little bit costly. Will it be a lot costly? Here's Cheech. Carlos Ruiz up. It's 0-2 to him. Nolan pitches. Ruiz hits it out to center field. That's a base hit. Pence coming home. He's safe. Ruiz has a run-scoring single. It's 2-1 Phillies. And the Griffey error looking more and more costly by the second. Here comes John Mayberry Jr. He is 6 for 16 with 9 RBIs so far. First pitch to Mayberry. Mayberry hits it out to center field. And that is going to be caught by Geronimo. What a catch. The Reds had 2 errors in the inning. The Phillies turn in the 2 runs. After 1, it's 2-1 Phillies. We'll go runners in scoring position. Nothing doing for the Reds in their half of the second. Nothing doing for the Phillies in the bottom of the second. Reds have some business here in the top of the third. Griffey on second. Rose on first. Joe Morgan at the plate. Nobody out. Morgan is 0 for 1 today. Oswalt comes. He deals 3-2. It's hit out to left field. Francisco there. He makes the catch. And that's 1 away. And here comes George Foster. 1-0 to Foster. Oswalt kicks and fires. That's hit out to left field. That's going to drop. Base hit. The runners can't move up because there was a chance Francisco might catch that. So there's no runs being scored here, but the bases are loaded for Tony Perez. Perez 1 for 1 today. They'll be facing the first pitch from Oswalt. Gets it over to second, and it's booted by Rollins. What? He lost it on the transfer from the glove. Everybody's safe, and we're tied at 2 on an error by Jimmy Rollins. Here's Geronimo. Geronimo 0 for 1 today. 438 in the series. First pitch from Oswalt. Base is still loaded. Geronimo hits it out to the gap in left field. Long run for Francisco, but he makes the catch. Throws it home, and they're going to get him. Oh, my God. What a throw by Francisco, getting Pete Rose at home. And what could have been a huge inning for the Reds turns into a disaster. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 men left. We played 2.5. It's 2-2. Let's go runners in scoring position. Nothing doing for the Phillies in the third. Looking here, Braves and Rockies not underway yet. Tigers up 2-0 on the Yankees in the fourth. 0-0 Yankees and Big Red Machine. They're in the top of the fourth. So here we go. Runners in scoring position. Nothing doing for the Reds here. As we go bottom 4, still tied at 2. And the Phillies are in business here in the bottom of the fourth. They have runners on first and second. Nobody out. Mayberry at the plate. Mayberry 0 for 1 today. It's 0-1 from Nolan. Mayberry bunts it, but Nolan bench catches it and is able to double up Ruiz off first. And there's suddenly 2 away. That's going to bring up Polanco. Polanco 1 for 1 today, hitting .438. 2-2 from Nolan. Polanco hits it out deep to left field. Is it playable? It is. It's caught at the wall by Foster. And the Phillies bunt themselves out of an inning. We've played 4, still tied at 2. The Reds are in business here in the 5th. 2 on, 2 out. Perez at the plate. Oswalt, first pitch to Perez. Perez hits it over to Rollins. Rollins throws it over to first, and that will retire the side. So we're still even at 2 through half the game. Nothing doing for the Phillies. 2-2 after 5. And here, Geronimo is runner on second with nobody out for Concepcion. It's going to be 2-2 from Oswalt. Concepcion hits it out to center field. Victorino makes the catch. And that's 1 away. And here comes Dreesen. Dreesen 0 for 1 today, hitting .353, 2 homers, 4 RBIs in the playoffs. Pitch, Dreesen pops it up. Ruiz is there. He makes the catch. And that's 2 away. That's going to bring up Johnny Bench. 2-2 from Oswalt. Bench hits it out to center field. That one is high and far, but caught right in front of the track by Victorino. Innings over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. After 5.5, we're still tied at 2. Okay, we've got 2 outs. Ryan Howard on second. Ruiz at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. It's 0-1 from Nolan. Here's the pitch. Ruiz hits it over, through in the left field. That's a base hit. Howard's going to go through the sign, and he is toast. Ryan Howard, not exactly fleet of foot. He ran through the sign, and the Phillies run themselves out of an inning. And so we played 6. It's tied at 2. Let's check the other scoreboard. 75 Reds up 3-0. That's top 7. Braves and Rockies play later. And bottom 6, Yankees up 7-2, looking to close out the Tigers. We have an off-camera run, and so it's 3-2. I'm guessing that was I'm guessing it was a Morgan home run. I don't see how it could be anything else. So I'm guessing it was a Morgan home run. George Foster at the plate, 2 outs. Reds up 3-2. Oswalt kicks and deals to 1-1, grounded over to third. Polanco makes the play and throws over first. That's going to do it. Stretch time here at the bank. Reds 3, Phillies 2. Nothing doing for the Phillies in the 7th. Reds are up 5-0 on the Yankees. They're underway in Colorado. 2-0 Braves are in the bottom of the 1st. Tigers looking to come back. It's 7-5 now. They're in the 7th. As we'll play the half inning, and we have Geronimo in second. 1 out. Concepcion at the plate. Oswalt, who's pitching a decent game, is still dealing here. 1-0 to Concepcion. Kick and fire. Concepcion hits it out to center. That's a play for Victorino. Shades over, makes the catch, and that's 2 away. We have Dan Dreesen. Dreesen 0 for 2 today. It's 1-2 from Oswalt. Dreesen hits it up the line. That's fair ball and in the corner. That's going to score a run. Dreesen's going to get the second. That's a double. Geronimo scores on the RBI double by Dan Dreesen. It's 4-2 Reds. Dreesen, excellent speed out on the bases. Here's Bench. Bench 0 for 3. It's 3-0 to Bench. And he walks him on 4 pitches. That was low and away. Oswalt looks a little rattled right now. Top of the order's up with Griffey. Griffey's 1 for 3. It's 1-0 from Oswalt. Griffey hits it out. The shallow center. That's going to drop for a hit. Victorino with the throw home. Dreesen. They got him. They got him. That's a second runner the Phillies have thrown out at home in this game to save another run. But the Reds do get one and lead 4-2 as we go bottom 8. Nolan's still on the mound, pitching a pretty good game. We'll go runners in scoring position, and Jimmy Rollins with a lead-off double. It's going to bring up Utley. Utley's 0 for 3 today. It's the first pitch to Utley. Utley grounds over to third. That's going to be 1 out as Rose throws him out. Rollins cannot move up. That's going to bring up Victorino. Victorino 0 for 3, 4 for 16 in the playoffs. It's a 3-1 to him. Victorino hits it out to right field. That's going to get to the wall. That's going to score a run. Victorino's going to get in the second with a double. Rollins scores, and it's 4-3. Reds still on top, but the Phillies are in business here. Here's Hunter Pence, 0 for 3 with an RBI. It's a 2-2 count. The pitch. Pence hits it out to right center. That's going to get caught, but Victorino's going to tag up and get the third. So the tying run is 90 feet away, and the man to tie the game comes up in the form of Ryan Howard. It's 1-0 to Howard. Nolan kicks and deals, and Howard grounds at the second. Morgan has it, throws over first, side retired. Reds dodge a bullet. They give up a run, but they still lead 4-3. Looking out of town, the Reds are up 5-3 on the Yankees. Braves are up 4-0 on the Rockies. It's bottom 2. Bottom 8 in Detroit, 7-5 Yankees there. Bottom 8 in New York for the Reds and Yankees. We go bottom 9. We'll play all the outs here. Phillies' last chance to eliminate the Reds in this game at the very least. Carlos Ruiz, the first batter to face Nolan. It's 3-2. Nolan hits it, or not, Ruiz hits it out the center. That's going to fall for a hit. And Carlos Ruiz is a leadoff base runner as John Mayberry comes to the plate. That's the 10th hit gotten off Nolan in this game. Mayberry doesn't have any of them. He's 0 for 3. First pitch. Got to imagine a bunt's going to be on here. Nope, Mayberry hits it over to second. Morgan, the short for 1 over to first. Double play. Just like that, Phillies are down to their last out. And here's Polanco, 1 for 3. First pitch from Nolan. Wind and the kick. Polanco hits it up the middle. That's a base hit. Polanco is at first. He is the tying run. The potential game-winning run is coming up here in Raul Ibanez. Ibanez 0 for 1 in the tournament, 0 for 1 today. But he represents a series-winning run for the Phillies. It's 2-2. Nolan pitches. Ibanez hits it, pops it up to second. Morgan's there, and the Reds win Game 4. They are now down 3-1 as the Reds jump for joy in the middle of the field. As we can take a look to see what happened elsewhere, the Yankees did eliminate the Tigers 8-5. So the 27 Yankees, who looked like they were going to be eliminated in the first round, they are now into the semifinals. Earl Coombs went 3 for 5. I really do think it's Coombs. Went 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs. He homered in the 5th inning on this one, 2-run shot. Mark Koenig went 2 for 4, pair of runs, pair of RBIs. Al Kaline went 2 for 4 with a run scored in this one. Willie Horton homered off Dutch Ruther. Ruther had pitched a pretty good game, scattering 8 hits, 5 runs. Earl Wilson got tagged for 7 in 5 1/3. So the 68 Tigers are eliminated. Meanwhile, the Rockies have evened up their series with the Braves, 8-7 in this one. What happened here? Troy Tulowitzki went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Matt Holliday, 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs to pace the Rocky offense. Javi Lopez homered for the Braves, as did crushing Mark Lemke, who went 2 for 4 with a pair of runs scored. Rodrigo Lopez wasn't great, but he didn't walk anybody. He struck out 6 while scattering 11 hits. Manny Corpus got the save. Kent Merker, not so great, 7 runs in 5 2/3. We saw what happened with the Phillies and the 75 Reds looking to end the 98 Yankees season. here in game 5 as they win 5-3. They were cruising till the 98 Yankees scored 3 in the 8th. Pete Rose went 4 for 5. Geronimo went 3 for 5 with the runs scored. That paced the offense for Cincinnati. Not much doing for the Yankees here. Jeter with 2 hits. Tino Martinez with 2 hits. Clay Kirby scattered 6 hits, 4 walks in a complete game effort. Hideki Irabu, 3 of his 5 runs were earned. He did walk 6 in addition to giving up the 11 hits. All right, we finished the day. And we go to game 5. For this one, we'll go to Cincinnati. We'll play the Reds and Yankees here. See if the Yankees can stave off elimination. Don Gullett against David Cone. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we're all set here. Let's start the game. And we've got action here in the first inning. Griffey on third, Rose on second, Morgan at the plate, nobody out. For David Cone. Here's Morgan. And Cone walks him on a full count, and the bases are loaded with nobody out in the first inning, and that's going to bring up George Foster. Foster hitting .350 in the playoffs so far for the 75 Reds. And he strikes out there. Cone gets the strikeout on a full count. And that's 1 down here for Johnny Bench. Why Johnny Bench is wearing Boston gear, I'm not really sure, but things happen. Things happen with the face change stuff. First pitch to Bench. He hits it over to second. That's going to be it. They got the out at second, but the double play got broken up. So 1 run scores. Rose gets over to third. You got runners on the corners. 2 out. It's 1-0 Cincinnati. And here's Cesar Geronimo. It's 1-2 from Cone. Geronimo hits it over to short. That should do it. It does. Gets over to second. Does Jeter, and that will do it for the Reds in the top of the first. But they're on the board. 1-0. And Bernie's on first for the Yanks. It's 1-1. We do have an off-camera run. Not sure where it happened. I'm guessing it came on a Bernie double. You got 1 out. Bernie on second. Derek Jeter at the plate. Jeter pops it up. Playable for Morgan. He makes the play. That's going to be 2 out. And that's going to bring up Paul O'Neill. 1-1 to O'Neill. O'Neill pops it up to right field. Playable for Griffey, and he makes the play. Foster, I should say. But the Yankees tie it up at 1. We go top 2 here. We'll play that, and we've got 2 on with nobody out. There's, again, I'm really struggling with the Boston. Why? Okay. 2-1. Grounded to second. There's 1, and they turn 2 this time. So the Reds turn 2, or the Yankees turn 2. Perez gets over to third, and here's Ken Griffey, top of the lineup. First pitch from Cone. Griffey pops it high in the center field. That's playable for Bernie. And that's going to end it here in the second. Reds leave 1 on, but don't score. Yankees don't score in their half. And now we have Foster on second, top 3, 2 outs, Bench at the plate. Cone deals 1-2. It's a pass. Ball gets past Asada. It's a wild pitch by Cone. Foster's over to third. And it's 2-2 to Bench. Here's the pitch. Bench hits it in the left field. That's a base hit. Bench RBI single gives the Reds a 2-1 lead. And here's Geronimo with Bench on first. 1-0. Geronimo hits it out to right field into the gap that's going to get to the wall. Question is, can Bench score? Bench does score. There's going to be no throw as the Reds go up 3-1 on Geronimo's double. And we get to Tony Perez. 2 outs, 0-2 to Perez. Cone sets and deals, and Perez hits it out to left field. This is easily playable. And caught by Tim Raines. So that ends the threat for the Reds, but they get 2 runs on 4 hits. They're up 3-1 as we go bottom 3. And there's some action here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 on, 1 out. Bernie Williams at the plate. Gullett dealing from the mound. 1-1. Bernie hits it out to the gap. That's going to get some runs. Out to the wall. Ball comes in. 1 run scores. Need to see if the second run comes home. It does not. Rochus held at third. And it's 3-2 on Bernie Williams' RBI double. That's going to bring up Derek Jeter. Jeter 0 for 1 today, 318 in this tournament. It's 3-1 to him. Gullett kicks and deals, and that's just outside. That loads the bases. That's going to bring up Paul O'Neill. O'Neill 0 for 1, 263 in this tournament. He hits it over to second, over to first for 1, but Jeter's going to break it up, and we're going to be tied. Rochus scores. William Bernie gets over to third. We're tied at 3 on the fielder's choice by Paul O'Neill. And here's Tim Raines. Raines 1 for 16 in these playoffs. It's 2-2 to him. Raines pops it up, playable for bench. It's going to be called off by Perez, who makes the play. That's going to do it, but the Yankees get 2 runs on 3 hits. We're tied at 3 after 3. Phillies are up 2-0 on the 76 Reds. That's bottom 4. Braves, Rockies yet to start. That'll be later. As we see if there's any action here. There is. 2 on, nobody out. 2 runners in scoring position. Top of the order for the Reds. It's Ken Griffey. Cone consistently in trouble, giving up 7 hits so far in 3 innings. Make it 8. That's going to the wall down in left field. 2 runs are going to score here. Griffey's in the second with a double, and just like that, the Reds are back up by 2 again. It's 5-3 on the RBI double by Ken Griffey. And here's Pete Rose. Pete Rose hitting 400. He's 1 for 2 today. 2-2 to him. Rose hits it out the center. That's going to be caught by Bernie. What a diving catch by Bernie Williams for the first out. Here's Joe Morgan. First pitch to Morgan. There goes Griffey to third. Posada throws it, and Griffey's out. It was an outside pitch. Griffey was toast to third. That's a second out of the inning. And now Morgan with a 1-0 pitch coming to him. He hits it over to third. That's an easy play for Brocious. And that'll do it for the Reds. But they get 2 more. It's 5-3 after 3.5. Yankees don't do anything in the 4th. We go top 5. Reds don't do anything. We've played half, 5-3. And the Yankees don't do anything. So Phillies are up 3-2 now. I didn't see what inning that was. We do have a runner on second here in the form of Tony Perez, leadoff double. As here's Concepcion. Concepcion hits it over to short, but Jeter can't handle it. Concepcion is credited with an infield single. That was a tough play for Jeter. Perez goes to third. You got runners on the second, on the corners, nobody out. That Phillies-Reds game's in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Cheney. Cheney hits it over to the right side, past the diving Knobloch. Concepcion round second. He's going to get in the third. Cheney with an RBI single. It's 6-3 Reds here in the top of the 6th. Still nobody out. And here's Griffey. Griffey 1 for 2, 2 RBIs today. Here's the 2-1 to Griffey. Griffey hits it, popped up to third. Brocious makes the catch, and that's 1 away. Here's Rose. Rose 1 for 3. It's a full count to Rose. Rose hits it out to center field. Bernie's going to have a play, but their Concepcion's going to score. and it's 7-3 Reds on the sac fly by Pete Rose. Here's Joe Morgan, the 0-1. We have a new pitcher. I didn't see who it was. Was it Graham Lloyd? Regardless, Morgan pops up to Jeter. The side's retired, but they get 2 more. It's 7-3. Reds on top. Phillies have increased their lead. They're through 7 in Philly. It's 4-2 now. Braves up 1-0 in the top of the first. We got runners on the corners. Raines on third, Martinez on first. Chad Curtis at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today, 250 overall in the tournament. 2 outs. Gullett throwing 3-1 to him, and he walks him. And the bases are loaded. And the tying run is coming to the plate in the form of Jorge Posada, who is hitting .421 with 5 RBIs in these playoffs. The first pitch to Posada. Posada hits it over to third. Cheney scoops it up, fires to first. Posada's out. Threat over. We've played 7. It's 7-3 Reds. Rockies Braves tied up in 1. They're in the bottom of the first. And we've got 2 on with 2 out here. Graham Lloyd is on the mound. I was right about that lefty. That's the only lefty I could think of on the 98 Phillies. Here's Concepcion. It's 2-1 to him. The pitch, Concepcion hits it over to second. That should be an easy play for Knobloch. He throws it over to first, and that retires the side. We're stretching at Yankee Stadium. It's 7-3 Reds. Did I just see the Reds take a 5-4 lead in Philly? I did. It's bottom 4. Rollins just singled, but it's 5-4 Reds. Let's see any runners in scoring position here. We do. Ken Griffey on second, 1 out. Here's Rose. The 2-2. Rose hits it out to left field. It's going to drop. Griffey's going to be held at third. So Rose singles. Runners on the corners. 1 out. Here's Joe Morgan. It's 0-2. Lloyd to Morgan. Morgan pops it up. That's playable for Jeter. Lloyd does his job getting the lefty. 2 down. And Darren Holmes comes in to face George Foster. It's a full count to Foster. Here goes Holmes. He struck him out. That ends the inning. Yankees keep themselves in it by not giving up more runs. Score is 7-3 as we go bottom 8. Rockies up 3-1, bottom 3. We've gone top 9 in Philly. It's 5-4. Reds still on top. The Yankees got themselves an off-camera run, so it's 7-4. Will they get any more? No, they will not. So it's 7-4. We go top 9. They're bottom 9 in Philly, and it's 5-1 Rockies through 4. Bottom 9, we're going to play everything here. John Mayberry singled. There's 2 on, nobody out in Philly. Here's Johnny Bench. Well, I don't have to do this one. It's top 9. Why did I do that? Although Bench just hit one deep. It's high, it's far, it's gone. I guess I know why I did that. Bench with the leadoff homer here in the 9th inning. Out to right center, and it's 8-4 Reds. And you hear the New York faithful. The Phillies have tied it at 5. They got runners on the corners with nobody out. I'm going to stick with that as Geronimo comes up. 2-2 from Holmes, and he strikes out Geronimo. That's 1 down. Let's see. Did the Phillies walk it off? Oh, they're taking their sweet time on that one. I'm guessing they did because they would have flashed to that by now. Yeah. So, we can go to the out-of-town scoreboard, and it does show the Phillies did walk off the Reds. 6-5 is the final there. So the Phillies win. We can go runners in scoring position here, and we go bottom 9. Now we'll play all the outs. Gullett trying to finish this one off. He scattered 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks. They'll face Jorge Posada. The first pitch from Gullett. Lines and delivers. Posada hits up the middle. That's a base hit. So Posada's a leadoff base runner to start the bottom of the ninth. And now bring up Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch 0 for 3 today, hitting .304 overall. The 1-2 to Knobloch. Knobloch hits it over to Concepcion. Over to second for 1. The first, they pick up 2. And the Yankees are down to their final out, and it's in the form of Scott Brocious, who is 2 for 4 today. .391 overall, and it's a full count from Gullett. Brocious hits it to short. Concepcion has it. Fires the first in the dirt. But Perez gets it, and the Reds have advanced. They have defeated the 98 Yankees in 6 games. Or is it 5 games? It's 5 games. 8-4 the final. Congratulations to the Reds. We are halfway through on teams into the semifinals. We have the 27 Yankees. We have we're three quarters of the way there, all right, because we have the 2011 Phillies. How did they win it? Carlos Ruiz singled to open the ninth. John Mayberry singled, getting Ruiz to second. Placido Polanco singled, scoring Ruiz, which tied the game, as it was 5-4, and then after a fielder's choice by Ibanez, Jimmy Rollins singled to win the game and the series. So the 2011 Phillies will face, they'll face the 75 Reds in the semifinals. The series we're still waiting on here is right here, the 07 Rockies and the 95 Braves. So we're going to go to that series as we'll finish the day. And the travel day, game 6 and 7 are in Atlanta. Rockies hold a 3-2 edge. They did win game 1 in Atlanta. We got Josh Fogg and Steve Avery. Oh, let's go right to the action. All right. Inning 1. Top 1. Helton on second. Holiday at the plate with 1 out. The 0-1 to him. Hits it over to shortstop. That's going to be a play. And it's thrown away. Thrown away by Blauser. The Griff couldn't get it. Holiday's going to go to second. And Helton's going to score, and it's 1-0 Rockies just like that. And here's Brad Hopp. Hopp hitting .308. He's got 10 homers. He has been rushing at these playoffs. So Avery, first pitch to Hopp. Hopp pops it up. Chipper's got this one. That's going to be the second out. And now bring up Troy Tulowitzki. Tulowitzki, 308, 6 RBI so far, and he walks on this one. And here's Garrett Atkins. Garrett Atkins, 346, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Full count to him. Atkins hits it over to third. Easy play for Chipper, and that will retire the side. Rockies do get a run on a hit and an error. And we go bottom 1. Now we go top 2. And we go bottom 2. We go top 3. This is moving. Bottom 3. All right. All right. We got 2 Braves on with 1 out. Bottom 3. Mike Devereaux at the plate. Blauser on first. Blauser on second. Grissom on first. Fogg on the mound and Devereaux at the plate. He is hitting .292 with 1 RBI in these playoffs. Fogg delivers. Devereaux pops it up. That's going to be a play for Helton. And he makes it. Second out. And here's Javi Lopez hitting .393, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. First pitch to him. Lopez hits it out to left center, but that is playable for Taveras, and he ends the Braves' third inning. Still 1-0 Rockies on top. And Troy Tulowitzki hits a leadoff double, or he's on second with nobody out. And here's Atkins. Pitch from Avery. Atkins hits it out to left field. That's playable for Devereaux. And he gets it 1 down. Here's Kazu Matsui. First pitch from Avery. Matsui hits it out to left field. That's going to fall in front of Devereaux. Base hit. And the run is going to score. And it's 2-0 Rockies on the RBI single by Kazu Matsui. So Matsui. I was trying to figure out what that chant was. Matsui on first. He is definitely a stealing threat. Here's Ryan Spilborg. Spilborg. It's 1-2 to him. And he hits it out the center. That's going to be made by Grissom. 2 down. And here comes Yorvit Toriyaba. And it's 2-1 to him. Toriyaba hits it out to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Matsui holds it second. You got 2 on, 2 out, and Willie Taveras at the plate. Taveras hitting .448 in these playoffs. Taveras hits it over to third. Chipper makes the play over to first, and that's going to do it. The Rockies get another. We played 3.5. It's 2-0 Colorado. The Braves have tied it up on something. I'm guessing Chipper homered. I'm guessing that's what happened to tie things up at 2. Well, we got 1 out and David Justice at the plate. We'll keep going on the runners scoring position. We go top 5 now. Game tied at 2. And the Rockies get a run. Brad Hopp had something to do with it. I'm guessing he homered. So it's 3-2 Rockies. And we go bottom 5 now. All these off-camera runs. Braves do nothing in the 5th. We go top 6. Rockies do nothing in the 6th. We go bottom 6. And we've got some brewing here. Klesko on second base. 1 out. Here's McGriff. McGriff is 1 for 2 today. Hitting .280 overall. Fogg pitches. McGriff strikes out on a changeup at 66 miles an hour. Oh, that's got to be hard to hit. That's going to bring up Chipper Jones, who has homered in this game. He's 1 for 2, 2 RBIs, and .400 overall. 2 outs, runner on second. 2-2 the count to Chipper, and he hits it out to left field. But there's Holiday, and the 6th inning is over. Braves strand 1. It's 3-2. Rockies on top. We got a runner on second, Todd Helton, with a leadoff double. Here's Matt Holliday. Nobody out. Avery deals to Helton or to Holliday, and that's ball 4. They just put him on to set up a double play. And that's going to bring up Brad Hopp, who's 1 for 3 with a home run. He did homer. I don't know that I would have walked Holliday to bring up Hopp, but it's 0-2 to him. Hopp hits it out to right center. Grissom will make the catch. Moving up to third is Helton. Grissom made a great play, but it turns into a sac fly, and we've got 1 down and runners on the corners for Troy Tulowitzki, who's 2 for 2 today. It's 3-1 to him. Avery seemingly not giving in. And Tulowitzki hits it into the corner, down the third base line. A runner's going to score. That's going to be a double for Tulowitzki. And it's 4-2 Rockies as Tulo hits an RBI double. You got 2 in scoring position. Infielders come in for the Braves. 1 out. Garrett Atkins at the plate. He's 0 for 3. 3-2 to him. Atkins hits it past the infield. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. The second run also scores. Atkins with a 2-run single. And the Rockies go up 6-2 on the 95 Braves. Brad Klontz now in the game. Matsui at the plate. Atkins on first. First pitch to Matsui. Matsui hits it high into left center. Devereaux makes the play. That's 2 down. You can actually see Klontz with the sidearm delivery here. It's pretty cool. Spilborg up at the plate. He's 0 for 3 in this game, and it's a full count to him. And Klontz gets him with a fastball. The 7th inning's over for Colorado, but they score 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk. The Rockies lead 6-2 as we stretch in Atlanta. Let's see, any runners in scoring position? Nope. Braves get nothing in the 7th. We go to the 8th. Juan's still on the mound. And he'll have one out with a runner on third. That is a huge run right now. The infield's in for Atlanta. Helton is at the plate. He's 2 for 4, hitting .560 in the playoffs so far. It's a 3-1 to him. Helton hits it over to first. And that's going to be an out. As McGriff gets it over to Klontz. No run scores. And we got 2 down. And here's Matt Holliday. Matt Holliday, 1 for 3 in this game. It's going to be 1-2 to him. He hits it out to left field. It's going to be caught by Devereaux. And the Braves keep the Rockies from scoring, but it's still 6-2 as we go bottom 8. We're going to go top 9 now as the Braves continue to be ineffectual at the plate. We're going to go bottom 9 as the Rockies do nothing in the 9th. We're going to play it out now. It's 6-2 Rockies. Chipper, 1 for 3 with a home run. Full count to him. Fogg winds and delivers. Chipper swings. That's deep to right field, but playable for Spielborg. He makes the catch. That's 1 down. And that's going to bring up David Justice. Justice 0 for 3 today, 3 of 4 overall. 1 strike pitch to him. He hits it out deep to right field. That's going to go. David Justice hits one out to right field. A solo shot cuts the lead down to 3 for the Rockies. Can Atlanta continue to build on that? Here's Mark Lemke. Lemke 0 for 2 today, hitting .273. 2-2 to him. Lemke hits it out to the gap. That's off the wall. Lemke's going to get at least 2. He's rounding second, going the third. He's going to get a triple. Well, Mark Lemke with a 1-out triple here in the 9th. They tying runs on deck. Here's Luis Polonia, pinch hitting for Jeff Lauser. Polonia 2 for 7, 3 RBIs in this tournament. He gets a 1-2. Polonia strikes out swinging. And that's 2 away from Marquise Grissom. Grissom 2 for 4 today. Tying run on deck in the form of Mike Devereaux. 1-1 to Grissom. Grissom hits it up the middle. That's a base hit. Lemke's going to score. Grissom around first. He'll stop there. It's 6-4 now. Devereaux's going to come to the plate. He represents the tying run with 2 outs. It's a 1-1 to Devereaux. Devereaux hits it out over the outstretched arms of the second baseman. And that's a base hit. Grissom moves to second. Devereaux on first. He's the tying run. The game-winning run is now at the plate in the form of Javi Lopez. Lopez 1 for 4 today, hitting .387 in the tournament with 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Fogg still dealing. It's going to be 1 strike pitch to Lopez, and Lopez lines it to first. Helton makes the catch, and the game is over, series over. Rockies go to the semifinals. Unbelievable. What a run by the 07 Rockies. What a game that was. Tulo 3 for 3 with an RBI, 2 runs scored. Helton 2 for 5. Grissom goes 3 for 5 for the Braves. Jones with the homer. Justice with the homer. Josh Fogg digging in late. He scattered the 12 hits, gave up a bunch in that last inning, threw 142 pitches, but he got the job done. And so, your semifinal matchups as we finish today. We've got the 27 Yankees against the 07 Rockies. And we've got the 2011 Phillies against the 75 Reds, which is pretty amazing. Did not see that coming. You got 2 modern teams. You've got a, the baseball's rebirth, and you've got the baseball boom in the 75 Reds. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. I don't know if anybody's... I got one viewer. I'm going to take about a 5-minute break, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to do the semifinals, and I'll post the stream when that happens. So I'm going to end the stream now. I'm going to come back. I'll come back at 10:35, which is actually in like 7 minutes, and we'll do the semifinals. Tournament will end tonight. We will have a champion, and then I will do cards tomorrow night. So, okay. I'll be back soon. That was a fun round. I'll see you guys. I'll see you one or whoever's watching in